I had a great week of movies that I watched, some really good ones. And The Devil's Double, wow, really good movie. Mostly because it's terrifying. So the premise of this, based on a true story, is about Uday Hussein. Now, I don't know if you know much about the Husseins, and who's the other one? Qusay Hussein. But Uday was like Saddam Hussein's oldest son, and like Saddam and many other world leaders, especially in that part of the world, they get body doubles. Now, in America, if you need to get a body double, you offer to pay them. Give them an offer they can't refuse. In terms of financial, compensation. If you're in Iraq in the 90s, it's like, hey, you look like me. We're going to beat you until you agree to become my body double. And so that's what happens to this poor guy. And his only problem is the only reason is that he just happens to look like Uday Hussein. And so they beat him until he's like, I don't want to be your body double. And so they beat him until he's like, okay, I'll be your body double. And then after that, it's all Rolexes and Armani suits and hot chicks everywhere. Just don't touch the ones Uday wants, which is all of them. You get whiskey and cocaine and Ferraris. You know what I'm saying? Just, he could avoid getting beat up, I suppose. But I mean, they also did like surgeries on him, like to make his face look more like Uday. And so, he was a little tall, and so forth. They even joked, it's like, oh, your dick's too big, so we're going to have to make some changes because my dick's well known in Baghdad. And so it's about this guy who just like has this terrible, terrible life of being a body double for one of the biggest douches to ever walk the earth. Which is anyone named Hussein in around Baghdad in the 90s. And so early 90s. And so it's a very terrifying movie, and you can't trust anyone. And that's kind of the point of it, is that I kind of watch this movie and I think to myself, is like, number one, how the brass balls of these Muslims who think that, claim a moral high ground, and they're all drinking whiskey and snorting cocaine, especially these rich assholes. And rich assholes are the same every country. Too much whiskey, too much cocaine, too many hot chicks hanging around. Power and money, it's its own double-edged sword, I suppose. But even then, you're like, even if you're rich in a place like Baghdad, you got to be like, this is a shitty fucking country. I got to get out of here. Because it really is. And the way that, they talk about the Shias and they talk about Kuwaitis is like, depending upon the Islamic, like, your basis, if you're Sunni, Shia, or whatever like that, they just absolutely hate anyone else other than them, to the point where, like, we are ordered to kill you by the Quran. Anyway, but very good movie. Terrifying. It's 12 or 13 stars. It's thank you for being in English, because I really would have hated this movie if I had to read it. 12 or 13 stars. Really good movie.